Hello, we have an update on BioniChaos.com, statistical analysis with entropy tool. You can find it on the landing page. I'll go straight into it. We have an input wave selector. You can choose between many different signals. You can switch between them and see how the different metrics are changing. So we have the raw signal up the top. This is an example of EEG segment. You can switch and look at the ECG example. We have its spectrogram. This is what the spectrogram looks for this EEG. We have some slow wave activity there. Also have the histogram and an indicator if this is a white noise or stationary. You see this one has a broad distribution, so the white noise indicator comes on. This one comes up with both white noise and stationary. This is some sort of chirps. I think that's synthetic. It's from a LabVIEW example. You have two chirps overlaid on top of one another. A cross chirp, many different types of chirps. And on the right, you see metrics for the mean calculation. Here you can select the type of mean calculation and see what the difference that makes, if any. Arithmetic mean is default. But this one should be more interesting because it has noise overlaid and these three chirps in a row. Then you have examples of uniform distributed noise. This one obviously comes up as white noise and stationary. And you have normal distribution noise that also comes up as white noise and stationary, but has a very different histogram shape. And again, you can calculate the mean by different ways, and also entropy calculation is down the bottom here. Red is the LabVIEW model, so you can select different types of entropy calculations. Shannon entropy is the default option, and the black indicator there is actually not zero. It's actually doing something. It's a MATLAB calculation of entropy, and that one is normalized. That's why the numbers are much lower. So play around with this. There's many more types of signals that you can look at, and let me know if you have any other examples that you would like me to add to this. And if you're still watching, you would probably like to know that we have an openly accessible API for this tool. This is where it's located. This is me using it, calling it. It takes 5 inputs, as you could see on the side. Takes confidence level, mean method, input wave, weighting, and entropy mode, and spits out all these parameters that you could see on the front page. This is what the back end looks in LabVIEW. It has its own front panel. This is the source code for the back end. If interested, it's using mainly LabVIEW functions for calculating the mean, confidence levels, deviation variance, skewness, and kurtosis. LabVIEW has a function for that as well. Entropy function, which we comparing to MATLAB as well. This is just taking the raw equation that the MATLAB entropy function is using. You can see it's being implemented here. It does other tests like white noise and stationary test and spits the output in a JSON file. So you can just try it in any browser and create your own user interface. And this is what's coming next in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, we'll have this additional tool. It's mainly around power spectral density calculation, and it has a cross correlation function. This is working on the 16-channel intracranial EEG. You can select 2 channels and see how well they are correlated to one another. Also, we'll be calculating spectral power, phase, and voltage root mean square, and the overall power spectral density over normalized frequency for these different methods of calculation. I'm still working on this back end, turning it into API. Hopefully soon something similar will appear on BioniChaos.com. Please comment with any improvements and requests. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See ya.